Done this so many times in my shower this morning. Hello everybody and welcome back to Mindful Baking, a place where we can come and escape some of the stresses and demands on our daily lives and take some much deserved time out for ourselves. Sam and I shot a few mindful baking videos back during the pandemic, and it's something we both really enjoyed creating, and you guys also really enjoyed watching it, which we were so pleased about, which is why we want to kind of explore this topic a little bit further. So today we're going to be baking some flourless double chocolate cookies. So pop your apron on and let's get started. We're going to start by melting 50 grams of unsalted butter and 170 grams of dark chocolate. I like to melt my ingredients over a bain-marie because it forces me to stand and stir, and I can completely lose myself in the soothing stirring motion. I also love watching the ingredients melt together. I find it mesmerising watching them swirl around the bowl. Once the chocolate and butter have completely melted, carefully remove the bowl from the pan. Watch out for the steam because it will be hot. Now add all of the dry ingredients to a large bowl. We've got 130 grams of caster or granulated sugar and 20 grams of corn flour. Next we have half a teaspoon of sea salt and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Lastly, 2 large free-range eggs. I crack my eggs into a separate bowl so that I don't get any shells into the main mixing bowl. And now we're going to whisk them together for about 3 to 5 minutes. Every time I realise that my mind is elsewhere, and trust me, it happens a lot, I try to bring myself back to focus on what I'm doing. It's easier said than done, so don't worry if you find yourself drifting off every now and then. After a few minutes of whisking, the mixture will be paler in colour and slightly thicker. By now, the chocolate will be cool to the touch, so we can pour it into the egg mixture. Now gently stir them together. Notice and enjoy how the batter becomes thick, glossy and luxurious. If you want to add in some chocolate chips, nuts or even dried fruit, now is the time. You can use whatever you like or whatever you have in your cupboard. I have 60 grams of white chocolate chips and 40 grams of pistachio nuts. The cookie dough needs to firm up before we can bake it, so pour it into a lined tin or a bowl. Cover the dough and pop it into the fridge for a couple of hours, or the freezer if you're in a hurry. You can also leave it in the fridge overnight to bake the next day. Once the dough is scoopable, measure out 45 to 50 gram balls, or whatever size you like. This is where I like to hide an extra chunk of chocolate inside each cookie because I know it will bring me a little bit of joy when I bite into it. This is a messy job, so embrace it and enjoy it. Space the cookie dough balls out onto a non-stick or lined baking tray. Any extra dough can go back into the fridge for later. It will keep for 2 to 3 days, or you can freeze it for a couple of weeks. Bake the cookies for 11 to 12 minutes at 170 degrees Celsius or 340 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the cookies are out of the oven, I like to sprinkle each one with some flaky sea salt. They look absolutely beautiful, and I've let them cool down just a little bit because I like to eat cookies when they're warm, and I'm going to break this one open so that you can see the texture inside. Beautiful, right? They look really squishy, but they've got a nice fluffy texture as well, packed full of white chocolate and pistachios, and really easy to make and really simple to make. We got a little bit messy, which is fun. They look gorgeous, and I'm pretty sure they taste gorgeous too. So thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you to Sam for filming and also lending us his beautiful kitchen. We really hope that you enjoyed this, and if you did, then please give us a little thumbs up down below, and also maybe you want to pop a comment down there as well. Let us know what some of your favourite bakes are, the things that really take you back to when you began baking and the reason why you fell in love with baking. I've got so many of these really lovely simple recipes that I really want to share with you guys, so if you're into the mindful baking idea, then please do let us know, and we hope that you join us again for another bake. Until then, remember to take some time out for yourselves. It's really important to do so. I know we're all so busy, but look out for others and also look after yourselves, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Hot water.